Pisces. So this is for the sun in Pisces or for the rising sign. My oceans of emotions. My Pisces. My fish that swim in opposite directions. How are you doing, Pisces? So I'm bringing you 5 key points, 5 key dates, 5 key life areas to help you navigate the energies, the astrological energies for August 2023. Let's get on with point 1. First of all, I want to tell you that by the end of the month, we will have no less than 7 cosmic bodies retrograde. But this is not to be feared. And one of them is Mercury, but really don't worry about that. I'll come to that a bit later on, but it's okay. That's just a kind of a spoiler alert. That's what I wanted to use, spoiler alert. Anyway, 7 planets retrograde. Well, one of them is Mercury. One is also, of course, Chiron, our wounded healer. So that energy is around. And I think maybe your finances are taking a little bit of a wounding at the moment with that energy in your second house. So, but that's not really what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about point 1 and the fact that on the 1st of August, we have a full moon in Aquarius. In your 12th house, this is the inner you. This is your psyche, your soul. This is where you grow. And it's a full moon. So the interesting thing with this particular full moon is that it's part of a fixed T-square. And this fixed T-square is between the sun in Leo in the 6th house. The 6th house is about our working routine. It can also be health and service to others. And it's squaring Jupiter, my big outer boy Jupiter, our planet of luck, opportunity and expansion, that's in Taurus in your 3rd house of communication. Now, the full moon, remember, is in your 12th house. So you've got 12th to 3rd to 6th. So you've got this kind of wide T-square, fixed energy. Be careful what you say with around the energy of this full moon, Pisces, because this Jupiter in Taurus in your 3rd house is probably making you speak before you think. You're getting all these ideas, you're getting all creative, it's all coming in, it's all flowing in, and it's all coming out before you've had a chance to process it. So I think this full moon in your 12th is your inner self, your soul, your psyche, telling you to take a step back and think before you act, speak, change anything. You know, full moons are about endings traditionally, and it's also about closure. There may be some things in your life that you need to bring some sort of closure to. It's also that if we don't close something off, there's no room for the new to come in. So it's kind of difficult energy. So bearing that in mind, also we need to look at point 2, which is the 16th of August, which is the new moon in Leo in your 6th house, the house of service, the house of your routine, the house of your health. But it's a new moon. And this new moon, however, is squared by my big outer boy Uranus, our planet of the unexpected and all sorts of twists and turns, in Taurus in your 3rd house. So what is this doing for you? I just feel, oh gosh, you have to be so mindful of how you put yourself across. So say that Uranus in your third house, along with Jupiter in your third house, could make you speak out of turn. And Pisces, you're such a sensitive soul. The person that really gets hurt is you. So really think before you speak. And this new moon, I think, is asking you to bring in different and more appropriate ways of dealing with your daily routine, something that works better for you. I really feel that would be helpful. And it may be that a business partner or a significant relationship helps you do that, and you might get help from an unexpected source, because you've got Mars, our planet of energy and action, in Virgo in your 7th house of significant relationships. So I do feel somehow that Mars energy is coming in a surprising way via Uranus to help you. Let's look at point 3, because point 3 is the 23rd of August. The Sun on this day will move into your 7th house. Now the Sun is our life force. It's our star. I have a star, a little star. It's our life force. We circle around it. Some people, of course, think they are the center of our galaxy and that we circle around them. But we know, don't we, Pisces? It's not. It's the Sun. And the Sun is moving into your 7th house, Virgo, the house of significant relationships. This is really helpful because I think it's just going to bring some clarity to what's going on with close personal friendships and relationships. And, you know, if you're single and you would like to not be single, then the Sun's light can show you the way if you listen and watch for the signs. Let's look at point 4. So we have the Sun in Virgo in your 7th house in opposition to our hard taskmaster, our authoritarian rule maker, Saturn retrograde in your sign. How are you getting on with Saturn in your sign? Because you are such, as I say, an ocean of emotion, and you're just spilling out all over the place with your ideas and your emotions and your feelings, and yet you are so highly attuned to these higher energies, but it can all get out of control. Saturn is trying to bring in some boundaries for you, some containment, some kind of earthy grounding to help you make sense of these higher energies and these frequencies that you frequently tune into. Now this Sun opposite is like a tension. It's pulling you in this mutable energy. You don't know whether to listen to your loved ones or to listen to yourself. You're not kind of necessarily seeing everything as it truly is. So, you know, remember you've got retrograde Neptune in your sign too. And that can bring in a little bit of kind of mist and not seeing things clearly. So it may be that you need to take a step back with this energy and just look at, maybe talk to somebody valued who's earthy and grounded, who can help you sort out the wheat from your own chaff, to get a sense of what's the truth and what's not the truth for you. Also on the 27th, Mars, our planet of sexuality. Have you been having fun whilst it's been in Virgo in your 7th house? Anyway, it's leaving, so it's too late if you haven't, because it's going into Libra, into your 8th house of joint resources. So you're really, God, energized to get your budgeting in line with everything, and to just make sure that you've got all the I's dotted and the T's dotted. You want to find some balance in the books. You want to balance the books, and you want to pull in the haunches a bit and just, because Pisces can be at times a bit extravagant because no boundaries. But this energy is really saying you're going to kind of slow down a bit and actually get a little bit more balance into things. Also on the 29th, all part of part 4, Uranus, our big outer boy that you've got in your 3rd house of communication. You are shocking people with some of the things you're coming out with. Please, Saturn's in your sign. Slow down, Pisces. Slow down. Uranus goes retrograde from the 29th of August until January 27th, 2024. I think this will give you an opportunity to go back and repair some friendships locally where you may have found you've spoken out of turn. This may not apply to you, and if it doesn't, then I think it's just about still being a little bit prudent about how you communicate, not being too way out, rebellious and off the wall. Not if you want to be accepted in polite society. Maybe you don't want to be accepted in polite society, then hey, say what you want. That's what I'd say. Anyway, let's move on to point 5, because this is August the 31st and it's our blue moon. And this is our full moon in your sign, Pisces. And this, of course, is your 1st house and it's a full moon. However, it's conjunct, oh yes, our retrograde taskmaster, that wonderful planet Saturn that is trying to rein you in a bit and slow you down. It's conjunct Saturn. This really is saying slow down. This full moon is saying you need to close down certain things that you are doing in your life so that you can do the things that really serve you well, that you're really passionate about, so that you can do those things really well. Don't spread your energies too thin, Pisces. Keep it contained. The other aspect that happens around this full moon, though not in conjunction with the full moon, is that retrograde Uranus in your 3rd house of communication, Taurus, is trining Pluto, my big outer boy. Well, he's a dwarf planet actually, but I love him. Planet of transformation, planet of personal empowerment in Capricorn, in your 11th house of hopes and wishes, projects. You may do a complete U-turn on something you'd been planning and you decide to go in a completely different direction, which shocks people and that could be the full moon energy, that people will say, whoa, we never saw that coming. Good God, didn't expect he, she, they to do that. That's what I think that energy is about for you, Pisces. Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what you think of my set. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to get it all sorted and the lighting, but you're probably getting lots of reflections in my glasses. I'm sorry I can't do this without glasses either because I can't see. I'm blind as a bat without them. Anyway, on that note, thank you so much for joining me. I really wish you a lovely month of August and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.